Ladies and gentlemen, the long-awaited Ruins of Alph Premier League finals are finally here, covered by Jim Cool himself. Can you believe it? I cannot believe it. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm not prepared for the level of gameplay we're about to see on our screens, folks. Let's take a look at Game 1. Kerts versus Abyssal Ruins. The Goldenrod Gengars versus the Pyrite Pichus. It's a Blissey and a Tar. He's punching. He's punching turn 1. That's an explosive beginning. And he says good morning in the chat. Very polite. Very well-mannered gamer. The music is too epic. I have to turn it a bit down. Big 40% chunk to melodic, forcing it to recover, allowing in a Skarmory. Abyssal's gonna make some spikes. Kert's gonna match the spikes with his own Skarmory. Abyssal Ruins with a bit of tempi. A bit of tempi. To use chess terminology. What the? Gonna HP Grass on the spin. Gets opts to chip down Claydol. Misses the para, by the way, on Body Slam. Bit unlucky. Just goes straight for an EQ. Gonna Rapid Spin on the Abyssal Spike. It'd get an extra leftovers heal. Probably wants to get out of there now. Oh. Stays in a second time. Does it again. So, Abyssal's going to win this 1v1 with Peck, but we're probably just going to accept one spike being up. If you're Kerts, you can't really do much about it. Calm Mind, we can raw it out. We are. We're out of there. Extremely passive team from Kerts thus far, unless the last is some kind of win condition like a Snorlax or a Tyranitar. Rapid's been getting rid of 2 spikes, however. This is a bit of a stalemate. Where Kerts is trying to come in on Suicune as he pecks. But every time Abyssal has managed to get the spike up as he's getting out of the Claydol interaction. So this time he goes to Suicune. On the peck, successfully. Manages to get a Surf into Skarm. And force a Roar. Threatening a Carmine Sweep. Getting chip, very valuable chip on this Skarmory, finally. This Melodic is able to Surf down Skarm. He's accepting a bit of spikes. And that Zapdos took quite a bit of damage from that Surf. It looks like it's not a defensive Zapdos. It's an offensive Zapdos. Goes to Blissey. Extremely sensible. Extremely logical. I like what Kerts is doing. He's chipping down his Abyssal's engine of Skarmory. And he goes to Doug. A bold go Doug. And he gets parried. Oh dear. Did he expect a wish? Probably expected a wish. I'm thinking this is the... I've seen Linear Curve use a set like this. It's Fire Punch, HP Grass, Body Slam, Wish. It's a nice set with Wish support, Para support, and mixed coverage. Pretty good set. But doesn't catch the Wish, gets crippled. Oh no, it's Dynamic Punch actually. It's Dynamic Punch. On the Jirachi. My respect for this gentleman has just decreased after seeing that. I hate Dynamic Punch. I'm a Dynamic Punch hater. But it did its job there. It killed the Blissey. This is a hell Jirachi set. I've lost to this in a tournament and I was never the same since. It'll have to Scar. So he's got to maneuver around these dangerous Jirachi hits. Has to roar out Jirachi, taking a big fire punch. No choice. The Jirachi is too powerful, too threatening. I think he probably assumed a wish was coming out. That's why he went to Doug. Or perhaps he was expecting like a switch to a Taros. We never know what exactly is going through their heads. Maybe he had a bit more respect for his opponent. Didn't think he would run such a... What the? Alakazam? Now that's something you don't see every day. Alakazam is pretty nicely set up here to be a cleaner. Because everything's a bit chipped. There's a spike on the field. And Alakazam is speedy and it has mixed coverage. Ladies and gents. Alakazam could even have Calm Mind. He's going to HP Grass. Oh, Kerts didn't heal. Kerts is now on death's door. Oh, jeez. He just forfeits right then and there. Alakazam. Yeah, Alakazam probably gets there. It's going to finish off... Is Suicune low too? It's asleep. Yeah, everything gets beat by Alakazam. Wow. The Alakazam late game clean. Very interesting. That's crazy. My respect is increased for him. After previously decreasing, seeing Dynamic Punch. My respect is back at neutral. We're at neutral respect. That was cool. It's very hard to make Alakazam work, but... We're going to have the Goldenrod Gengars at the bottom. Kerts is Goldenrod Gengars, right? Yeah. Continuity's sake. That was a crazy game. We've got a Tar versus Smeagol. Kael with Smeagol. I feel like I've seen him use this in the past. If this Tar has a Lumberry, it's over. Uh-oh. Doesn't have a Lumberry. He's going to have to tank a Spore. He's subbing up. Oh, geez. That's actually so bad for watermess. Sub on the Smeagol. Instead of going to something that threatens Smeagol, he has stayed in for a turn with Heracross. And this sub is going to provide massive momentum. Well, he's going to make 3 spikes. That's pretty insane value out of... He goes for a sub again. Is this like a Salakberry then? It is. He's going to Endeavor. Wow, man. What in tarnation? He's going to save it. He's going to save the Smeagol rather than make a 3rd spike. Pretty sensible. It's nice to have a little sackable. Especially on an aggressive team, presumably with a Smeagol spiker. You'd assume he's an aggressive squad here. So having that little extra pivot, very nice. What's happened here? He's forced out the meta. Forced in Zap. Watermess preserving the little bit of health on meta. Maybe explode later or something. He's going to sack Smeagol in this position. Pretty nice. Rather than be massively threatened by Zap, gets a clean switch into Tyranitar through the Smeagol sacrifice. Smeagol has done insane work this game. But here we have a Claydol threatening to rapid spin away all the Smeagol's progress, all the spikes. Watermess not going to Psychic. Probably afraid of Will-O-Wisp. Goes to a... Looks like a Choice Band Tyranitar. I was going to say Lumberry, but if it was Lumberry, he would have stayed turn 1 versus the Smeagol. It is, in fact, a Choice Band Tyranitar. He missed Rock Slide. That would have done so much. Oh, geez. That's a shame. That's a big shame. I don't know if I agree with the Calm Mind there. Kael should know that that was Choice Band. And... Gonna T-Wave the Suicune. Pretty sensible, I guess. Oh, is he playing for a... Oh, it's Rest. It's Rest. I thought it would be an offensive 3-attack Suicune, but... It is Hydro Pump, which is more aggressive than Suicune usually is. Oh! Nicely done by Watermess. Probably identified that it was the modest Crocoon set. Probably had some health investment then to be able to identify that. I'm not calcing. I'm not tryharding in these analysis. I'm just a viewer like you at home. But that decision to preserve Metagross earlier on paid off right there. There was a 1 in 3 chance plus a 20% miss chance on Hydro for him to be killed, but playing to his outs, Watermess. After that unfortunate Rock Slide miss, clawing back. It's a non-banded Aerodactyl. That's unorthodox, to say the least. He's probably substitute Lychee. Watermess has exploded. Does he not have... wonder if he doesn't have Psychic. Or if he didn't want to click it there. You probably expect a sub to come out. Maybe it was up in the air. Maybe he'd rather double edge. It does threaten a 3-hit. I believe. So, could have been going for that instead of... Watermess could have thought he was going for that 3-hit kill. Rather than subbing on the explode. And that was a mix-up, which he unfortunately guessed incorrectly. Intimidate, gonna... Oh. Kael has missed Rock Slide. But I'm pretty sure Kael is gonna win this game. I'm pretty sure Tyranitar would live a hit and be able to kill off the Salamence even if that didn't flinch, and then he has a whole other Pokemon in the back. It's not looking great for Watermess. He said, "Hey Prince, this game is for you." Singer-songwriter Prince is dedicated to you. CB slide miss was huge. I go zap and keep protect Metagross with no layers up. That's true. If he didn't miss that rock slide, he would not have had to use his Metagross. But it's a bit hard to use the Metagross. It's quite low. The only opportunity you get to use it with is against a rested Suicune, I imagine. Or this last mon, perhaps this is a rock resist and he kills it off with the boom. It's the butterfly effect, you know. You change one thing in the past, it's all going to go different. You never know. But, folks, that was a brief one. There was only 2 games left, but that was Ruins of Alph Premier League Gen 3 games. I think this tourney's like a whole... like a team wins based on how well their whole team does in every gen, so... I'm just looking at Gen 3 in a vacuum just to see some good games. Not sure who's going to win overall, but... the Pyrite Pichus took it home there. In both games. We should double check that I'm not a complete idiot. Yeah, Abyssal Ruins did win. Okay. Didn't want to say the wrong outcome on my video. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for tuning into my stream yesterday. That was good fun. If you guys want to interact with me live, check out my twitch.tv/JimothyCool, where I'm going to be streaming more often in the future. Some Gen 3 ladder and team building, and I was taking a look at some people's teams, tweaking some teams for people. I'm happy to do that. Play some friendly games. And just have good old-fashioned fun with the viewers at home. And what's better than that? I gotta play a tournament match today. Mushi League. So I'm gonna do some preparation. Thanks for watching. To the guy who keeps asking about Poliwrath, there's a Poliwrath video coming soon. I promise. And people asked about Jinx. I got some Jinx gameplay. Okay, see you later.